Hi! So today we are going to be reading Life at Sea. We can talk more about it afterwards, but this one's really important to me, and I was really happy when I found this one because I think it's important to understand more about the animals that we live with and just what's happening to them and just what we can do about it. So I just wanted to thank you for being here and for listening to the story, and I hope you really enjoy it.
Yay!
Today we are reading Life at Sea, a story about endangered friends. Endangered means that they are animals that are coming close to not existing anymore. The ocean water darkened from blue to black as Wave, the sea turtle, dived deeper on her long journey home. Sea turtles are an endangered species, and this journey is important to their survival. It had been 15 years since she had been there, but something inside her told her the way to go. Going home was important to Wave. It was not important because she was going to see her mom or dad, because sea turtles never meet their parents. It was important because she was going home to lay her eggs on the same beach where she was hatched. She came to the top for air when suddenly a flying fish flew right over her head. "Good morning," wailed the fish, diving back into the ocean. "Haven't seen you here before," he spouted, leaping again from the sea. Wave waited to return the hello to the funny fish, but by the time he popped up, he was a mile away. "Oh well," thought Wave, "I'm too hungry to talk anyway." Wave swam out in search of jellyfish, her favorite snack. If she couldn't find any, a small crab or mollusk would be fine. After her meal, she swam to the ocean floor where she could rest. The turtle found a perfect spot near an old shipwreck. Wave turned and saw a dolphin heading straight toward her. "Wait! Look out!" Wave cried. The dolphin was quick and turned just before colliding with the turtle. "Oh, silly turtle. I saw you lying there. You looked bored, so I thought I'd say hello." "Well, I wasn't actually bored. I was resting," Wave said. "I'm on a long journey and needed to take a break." "Oops," whispered the dolphin. "I didn't realize that you weren't from here. Have you ever swam in these waters before?" "Not in 15 years. I'm not really sure where I'm going, but something is leading me that way." Wave pointed north with her flipper. "Well, good luck and be careful," the dolphin said. "These waters can be full of fishing nets. Watch where you're going, or you could end up on a boat headed for market." And then he swam away. Wave settled down, thinking about what the dolphin had said. She was used to fishing nets. That was a problem every sea turtle had to face, no matter where they swam. Days passed, and Wave felt sure she was getting close. She saw a tasty jellyfish floating toward the surface, and it made her stomach growl. "I wouldn't eat that if I were you," bellowed a lazy manatee. "It looks very suspicious to me." "Why? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard," said Wave, laughing. "What would you know about jellyfish? You don't eat anything that isn't green." "At least go in for a closer look before you take a bite," the manatee replied kindly. Wave swam closer and saw that the manatee was right. It was not a jellyfish. It was the plastic ring from a 6-pack of sodas. If Wave had eaten it, she might have choked, or it may have been caught around her head or neck. "Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry I laughed. It's just that I've been trying to find my way home, and I wasn't paying attention." Wave was embarrassed. "Oh, that's okay.
Almost everyone laughs at me anyway. They think I'm funny looking and not very smart,"
the manatee said shyly. "Not me," said Wave. "I think you are very smart. After all, you saved my life, and I think you're very handsome as well."
"Thank you. I better be going now. The moon is actually high. It must be getting late."
The manatee drifted away. "The moon! That's it!" shouted Wave. "I need to follow the moon. The moon will show me the way home." Wave soon found herself on a cool, sandy beach. "Is this it?" She looked around and saw other turtles. "I thought I remembered it being bigger," she said to one of them. "It was," the other turtle replied. "The beaches are getting smaller every year. Sometimes it can be hard to find a spot to nest." Wave shuffled up the shore, slowly pretending to make nests to confuse any predators that might be watching. Finally, she found the perfect spot to lay her eggs. It took her all night to dig the hole, but by sunrise, she was covering her eggs with sand. The sea turtle stood back and looked proudly at her nest. She thought of the day when her young would return here to lay their eggs. Would the beach still be here? If not, where would they go? It was now time for Wave to begin her next journey, back to the feeding waters. She was tired. Slowly, her flippers carried her through the sand to the ocean. 2 months later, on a moonlit night, Wave's eggs hatched and 90 baby sea turtles scurried through the sand. Some were confused by the lights of a nearby town and went in the wrong direction. Others followed the path of hundreds of turtles before them and swam off into the ocean. Just like Wave, the hatchlings will return to the same beach someday to lay their eggs. That's it. The end. Okay, welcome back. Just through the book. I hope you really liked this one, and so I just wanted to talk about just like our little discussion. So, my favorite part about this book is just actually when the manatee warned Wave about the jellyfish. And I think that's really important because when us as humans don't take care of garbage properly, or we keep making too much garbage, it will end up in the ocean. And animals don't know the difference. They don't know that. I mean, like he said, get closer, and she could tell when she got closer, right? But a lot of times they don't know. And you gotta remember, animals also can't really talk to them or like talk to each other in real life. And so I think that's really important, is to remember that we as humans can make sure that we're taking care of garbage properly, so that way animals don't end up getting hurt from it. And specifically with these, you can always make sure that your parents, or you could ask them if you can do it, and you just cut all the circles so there's no circles. And that way, if it ever ends up in the ocean, it will still end up in their tummy, but it won't end up around their neck, which is really sad. And another sad part is when she got to the beach and she felt like it was a lot smaller than it was when she was born, only 15 years ago. That's not that long ago. And I think that's really important to think about, because what happens is the less we take care of our earth, the less earth we have to live with. And so just because it's hard to explain exactly why the beach is disappearing, but it's just nature's reaction to just the earth getting warmer probably, and the water's getting sorry, got distracted. So another part I really liked, well, I didn't really like it, but I guess that I think is important, is when she got to the beach and here, let me find the page. But when she got to the beach and she said that it felt like it was a lot smaller than it used to be. And they said that the beaches are getting smaller every year. Sometimes it can be hard to find a spot to nest. So it's hard to explain why things in nature change because of just the effects of us harming the earth, like hurting the earth that we do. But it's just really sad to think that they're laying eggs so that way they can keep sea turtles alive, but they're running out of space to do that. And so really the point of this whole story is to just kind of think about the animals that exist on this earth with us and how they're important too, just as important as we are as humans. And it's important to take care of them and do what you can to make sure that nothing ever happens to them. And I know you're a kid and there's not too much you can do, but you can always pick up any trash you see on the ground outside, and you can try to not use plastic straws when you go to a restaurant and you get a drink. You can always try to drink it like out of the cup. And it could be really fun for you and your family to learn about how to recycle, and if that's possible in your area, which hopefully it is, but just learning the difference between the recyclings and things like that. And maybe one day I will make a video on that and help you understand the differences or what you can and can't recycle. But for now, I just hope that you enjoyed this story and that it just got you to think more about the animals that live in the ocean and on our land, and how the less we care as humans, the harder it is for them to live. And if they don't live, then we can't live the same way. So it's important that we all take care of each other, and taking care of each other starts taking care of you and just doing what you can. So I'll see you soon for the next story, and I just again want to thank you for being here, and leave a comment below of what either your favorite part of the story was or what it made you think about. And yeah, don't forget, if you did enjoy the story, to like the video, and you could even subscribe if you want. But really, I don't care if you do. I just wanted to read these stories to you because they're just fun. And the next story that we're gonna be doing is, the next story we're gonna be doing is Froggy Goes to Camp. I really love Froggy and just like his stories. They're just funny, and they just show what it's like to be a little kid, you know? Even though he's a little frog, he's just like a little kid. And little kids do funny stuff. So yeah, I can't wait to show you this book as well. But I hope you have a good day today, and I hope you are kind to yourself and kind to whoever you're around. Okay? Talk to you soon. Bye.